Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at the story of husband cat cheat aid on its pregnant wife. Make sure to leave a like before you leave. And without further ado, let's get right into it. The wife was furious. The pregnant cat had trusted her husband with their unborn kittens, and he had betrayed her by cheating on her with another woman. She was sure that this wasn't the first time either. He was always out late, prowling, claiming to be hunting for food when really who knows what he was up to. But this time she knew he had been unfaithful. The other woman's scent still lingered on his fur. She had confronted him and he had only snarled, revealing his sharp fangs in a silent threat. The wife had hissed back, her own claws extended, ready to fight, but he had simply walked away, leaving her to stew in her anger and betrayal. Now, faced with the prospect of raising the kittens alone, she felt a surge of resentment towards the stray tomcat that had seduced her husband. She had been just a naive young queen, barely more than a kitten herself when she had first met him. He had been everything she had ever dreamed of in a husband, strong, confident, and handsome. He had swept her off her paws and made her feel like the most beautiful cat in the world. When she had told him about her pregnancy, he had become even more attentive, showering her with affection and promises of a lifetime. But now, staring at the empty space beside her in the birthing box, she realized that none of it had meant anything to him. He had only pretended to care, and the worst part was that she couldn't even hate him for it. Despite his betrayal, a small part of her still loved him, still hoped that he would come back to her. As the weeks went by, the wife grew more and more bitter. She took her revenge out on the kittens, refusing to give them the love and attention they needed. They meowed pitifully, but she ignored them, her heart hardened by pain. She hated the memory of the other woman and the thought of her husband's betrayal. One day, one of the kittens, a little gray tabby, got too close to the edge of the birthing box and fell. The wife didn't bother to help him. She just watched as he lay there mewling, afraid and alone. It was then that something inside her snapped. She scooped up the kitten and cradled him in her paws. His tiny body trembled in her grip, and she felt a pang of something she hadn't felt in weeks, maternal instinct. It was just a reflex, nothing more. She quickly put the kitten back down and turned away, trying to bury her feelings of affection under a pile of resentment. But the damage had been done. She couldn't hate the kitten. In fact, she couldn't even hate any of the 5 little balls of fluff that were growing bigger and stronger every day. The truth was that she had given birth to boys, and although she hated her husband, she couldn't bring herself to hate their children. They were innocent and didn't deserve the scorn that their father did. She began to take care of them, feeding them and grooming them, playing with them when they were old enough. Her hatred for her husband slowly faded away, replaced by a deep sadness. She missed him, missed the way he had made her feel wanted and cherished. But he was gone, lost to the other woman and their life together. All she had now were the kittens and the memories of her lost love. She decided to name the gray tabby Tom after her lost love. He was the most handsome of the litter, just like his father. As the weeks turned into months, the kittens grew bigger and stronger. They were all adopted except for Tom, who was still too shy and skittish to be left on his own. The wife knew that she couldn't keep him forever. Eventually, she would have to let him go too. But for now, she loved having him around. He reminded her of her husband, but he was also a constant source of joy and laughter in her life. One day, a young woman came to the shelter looking for a cat. She had lost her beloved pet and was hoping to find a replacement. When she saw Tom, she fell in love with him instantly. He was so handsome and charming, and she knew that he was the perfect cat for her. The wife was sad to see him go, but she knew that he would be loved and cared for. As she watched the young woman walk away with Tom in her arms, she felt a sense of pride. Her son was going to be someone's beloved pet, just like his father had been to her. In the weeks that followed, the wife received updates from the young woman about Tom's progress. She learned that he had adjusted well to his new home and was thriving under the young woman's love and care. She was happy for him, but she also couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness. It had been years since she had let anyone into her life, and she had grown accustomed to being alone. The thought of opening up again, of letting someone in, was both terrifying and exciting. She knew that she deserved to be happy, that she deserved to love and be loved again, but she was also afraid of getting hurt. One day, the young woman invited the wife over to her house for dinner. She wanted her to meet someone she had been seeing, a handsome brown tabby with a charming personality. The wife was nervous, but she agreed to go. She knew that this was an important step for her, a chance to move on from her past and embrace the future. When she met the brown tabby, she felt a spark between them. They had a connection, and she knew that he was special. His name was Chester, and he was everything that her ex-husband wasn't: kind, honest, and loyal. As they talked, she felt her heart heal a little more. She knew that she had found someone new to love. In the following months, the wife and Chester became inseparable. They spent their days exploring the city, chasing butterflies in the park, or simply cuddling up on the couch watching movies. He was everything that she had ever dreamed of in a husband. He never tried to force her to move on. He never pushed her to forget her ex-husband. Instead, he was patient and understanding, letting her take the lead. He respected her feelings and never made her feel guilty for her past. As their relationship deepened, she knew that she had found the one. He was her soulmate, the cat that she was meant to be with. One day, Chester proposed. He took her to the park where they had their first date and proposed. She said yes, her heart overflowing with love and happiness. On their wedding day, she looked at Chester, her heart filled with gratitude. She knew that she had found the perfect husband, a cat who loved her for who she was and accepted her past. As they exchanged vows, she promised to love him forever, promising to be his devoted wife and best friend. In the years that followed, the wife and Chester lived happily ever after. They traveled the world, meeting new cats and experiencing all that life had to offer. They never forgot the pain of the past, but they knew that they had each other, and that was all that mattered. And that's the end of the story. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think the wife should have done differently? Do you think she made the right decision by moving on? We want to hear from you, so please share your thoughts below. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you never miss out on our latest stories.